Hi guys, I haven't been making YouTube videos for a while and I decided to start back making YouTube videos, but this is one of the first videos I thought I should make starting back my channel. Because of what we are going through right now, we need all the protection we could get. And being a designer for over 35 years, I've learned how to fit a lot of different sizes. And I think that that is pretty important for what is going on right now. So I wanted a mask that you could remove the nose wire, wash it, and then replace the nose wire. And then I wanted a place to have extra filter placed inside here as well. We also want to have a really good connection with the Most High so that he could get this over as soon as possible. So if you guys would like to see how to make this mask, then let's go make masks. Now to get started, you'll follow the link in the description down below and print out the patterns. And the patterns have the different sizes for the different faces. So we have from 3 to 6 years old. Then we have from 7 to 12. Then we have teens and women's. And then we have one for the men. So with these patterns, you will be able to fit many different sizes. Now for this demonstration, I'll be using the woman size pattern, because I'll be making a mask for me to wear with an outfit coming up. So I'll be demonstrating on the woman size pattern. So first we'll cut out the pattern from the sheet. Now I'm using my paper scissors to cut out the pattern. Now if this is your first time here, consider subscribing and press the bell icon so you could be notified whenever I upload a new video. Now once we have the main pattern cut out, we would cut out 4 pieces of the main pattern. Now we want to fold right sides together. And then I'll fold it again to get 4 pieces. Now I'm using a scrap material or something that I used already. And you don't need much for this mask. You could use any scrap material that you have. I'll still try to get it in a way that I don't waste fabric. Now what I'm using for weights, I glued 3 big washers together, and this works really well as weights to weigh down your fabric. Just a little tip while we're doing this. Now we'll cut out the fabric. Now after we cut out our 4 main pieces, we'll cut out the 2 lining pieces. Now for this, we'll fold the pattern on this line. Now that we have this folding like this, we will fold it on this line again. So now we'll use this to cut out our inside facing. Now I'm using a different fabric on the inside because I just want you all to be able to see the comparison between the lining fabric and the main fabric. So I'll just put it on the green line, make sure that it's straight, and we'll cut this out. Now this fabric, normally they use it underneath chairs, so I think this would be able to help with a lot of particles coming in and give an extra layer of protection. So to cut out this piece, all you have to do is take your inside piece, place it on it, and then you could cut out. Now let's go to the machine and start putting these pieces together. Now we want to take our 4 main pieces of fabric, right sides facing each other. Now I'm going to be aligning the fabric to the edge of the presser foot, and that would make it easy to get a straight line. And there we have a nice straight line on a curve. Now we'll do the same for all the other pieces. Now because I won't be pressing this, I'll open it and run a straight stitch on the top. And I'll be moving the seam allowance to one side. Now to do this, I'll line up the seam to the edge of this presser foot so that the needle would just barely touch inside of the seam. So this is how the seams look. Now let's go to the ironing board and press out these seams. Now for these curves, I just like using the edge of the ironing board. That gives you a really nice clean press. Now we'll fold all the fabric to one side and press it this way. That would close up the hole that we made while stitching. Now for a really nice neat finish, we want to press as we go along. There's hardly a way that you could get back into this to get this clean of a finish. So it's better to do it while we're sewing it. Now we'll do the rest of them and go back to the machine. Now we will take the lining pieces and we'll put right sides together. Now we'll sew the two sides. Now that we've sewn the both sides, we could turn it over. Now we could give the edge a good press, but since I'm at the machine already, I'll just give a stitch on the outside. Now for this top stitch, I'm watching the edge of the presser foot and lining it up with the edge of the fabric. Now this is how our inside facing is looking so far. Now we'll line up our middle seams together. So once we have the right sides together, we would pin it or put a clip to hold it together. Now we'll continue lining up the fabric, and you only need to do one side. Now we'll sew from here all the way through. Now I still have the presser foot line up to the edge of the fabric. Make sure that you have all the layers together when you're sewing it. Now put your needle down, and we could raise the presser foot to come down on the other side. Now we'll turn it to the other side, we'll line up the middle points and sew it together. Now when we get to the middle here, it's safer to keep the needle down into the fabric and then line up the fabric and continue sewing. Now in these curved areas, we want to snip the fabric a little bit so that the fabric would have ease when we turn it around. Now we don't want to cut the thread, we only want to cut close to the thread. Now we want to make a snip here so that this wouldn't be too bulky. Now we could push our hands inside of here and turn it around. Now if when you're turning you see this line in the fabric, then just turn it to the other side so you could get the side that you prefer. So first we'll fold in about a half of an inch, and then we'll fold in another inch, and then we'll sew it down. And we'll do the same on the other side. Now this is how we'll sew to hold in the nose wire. Now we'll take it to the ironing board and give it a good press. And it helps because we already pressed this side before we sewed it. It just makes it so much easier to press. Now for the nose wire, these are some things you could use. Now I started out with this, but my husband, he thought it was too stiff. This comes from Joann's and this is in the jewelry section. Now this also comes from Joann's in the jewelry section and it's much thinner and easier to bend around the nose. So this stays much more comfortable and he could have used this all day. Now you could also get the ones that come from the Dollar Tree. It's thicker and it's much lighter and much easier to bend. So you could use the one from the Dollar Tree. Now you could also use pipe cleaners, but these are very flimsy. So what I would do is bend it in 3 and then twist them together to get a stronger hold. Now this would keep the shape much better. So whatever you have at home, you could definitely use inside of your mask. Now you could cut about a 3-inch wire or whatever feels comfortable to you. Now take your pliers and we want to put just a little bend at the end. And press it. Now we'll push it in the side here. And this is just how we take it out to wash it as well. And that's how easy it is to put in the wire. And when you're ready to wash it, it's just as easy to take out the wire. All you do is push it back through to remove the wire, and then you could wash it without worrying about it getting rusted or anything like that. So this would be a very useful mask that you could take out the nose wire, you could take out the filters, and here's the place for the reusable filters that you could change, and here's the place for the nose wires. So all we do to push it back in after we wash it is just to push back in our wire and we're good to go again. And now we're going to thread the mask and put it on. Now to thread the mask, you could use whatever string or whatever you like to thread the mask. So you could use shoelaces, you could use cord, you could use string, you could use whatever you want to thread it. I'm going to use the shoelaces to make it simple. To thread it, I'll take the Dollar Tree wire and just thread it like that. Now you could use a pin, but this is right here, so I'll use this. So we'll start from the top, thread it through. We came from this side and we'll come back underneath the same side we just came out of on the other side and thread it up through the top. Now I'll show you how the mask fits. Just take the cord, place it over your head, then pull it like this and raise it over your nose. Now you could press this in place so that you have a snug fit at the top, and it fits really nice at the side. It fits really nice underneath your chin. It fits really good at the nose and it's very comfortable to breathe. And my husband could keep it on all day. Now if this is your first time here, I normally do home decorating DIYs on this channel. And pretty soon I'll be doing fashion DIYs on the channel as well. Now if that is something that you guys are interested in, then you could hit the subscribe button and then press the bell icon next to it so you could be notified whenever I upload a new video. So if you guys like this video and you think that it would be helpful to your friends and family, then share this video guys so that we could be as safe as possible out there. Now after you watch this video, you may also like these videos on the side here if you like home decorating videos. And guys, I'll see you all next time. Be blessed.